Hello, fellow mystery fans. Well, time to take a look at another episode of Veronica Mars, and today we're going to be looking at I Am God. So, here we go. Veronica has a dream of the students who died in the bus crash, which takes place in normal as the watchword, before she visits the guidance counselor, Rebecca, who talks to her about her problems, and Veronica tells her about her nightmares. Veronica lists the bus crash victims and asks Rebecca about a janitor named Lucky, who Meg used to talk about. Veronica describes some more dreams. Sorry about that. Veronica describes some more dreams and tells Rebecca that she met with a student named Rhonda, who handed her a phone with a voice recording of Dick on the bus. Veronica recounts a dream encounter with her father, in which she discovered a piece of paper with the words "I am God" and pictures of 9 coffins. Veronica talks to Logan about Lucky the janitor. Logan says that Veronica met Lucky before. Veronica talks to Dick about his relationship with Bettina. Veronica talks to one of Bettina's friends, who says that Dick mistreated her, and Bettina's goal was for Dick to get her pregnant so she could get him in trouble. Veronica asks Keith about whether or not he has resumed a relationship with Rebecca, and Veronica gets into Stanford University. Nice. Veronica is pushed into second place at the Kane Scholarship after Angie. Rebecca denies having a relationship with Keith, while Angie also gets into Stanford. Wallace points out Rhonda's sister to Veronica, but she doesn't give Veronica any information. Veronica asks Keith to dig into the financial records of the bus crash victims. Veronica learns that none of the family had very much money, except for Rhonda's family, who got a $2 million bailout from Woody. Huh. Keith meets with Principal Clemens and finds Veronica in the closet. Veronica talks to Mr. Wu about one of his students, Peter, who had feelings for Mr. Wu. However, Mr. Wu was not gay. That night, Veronica has a dream about Peter, who asks her why he would even want to go to a baseball stadium. Veronica talks to Beaver, who was pushed into a wall by Servando, a PCHer who died in the bus crash. Keith solves a case for Principal Clemens about students who get diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder from the same doctor for better grades. Angie wins the experiment competition, and we learn that Angie was one of the students who was diagnosed with GAD for money. Principal Clemens revokes exceptions for GAD students. Veronica has a dream about Servando, who says that the perpetrator was probably in the vicinity of the bus crash. Veronica learns that the I Am God image is actually an album cover. He tells Veronica that the perpetrator was probably targeting Dick and Beaver. Veronica has another, more frightening dream. In science class, Logan gets paired with Wallace and Dick gets paired with Angie Dahl. Logan and Wallace perform their experiment half-heartedly, and afterwards, they decide to continue working with each other. In the end, they receive a passing grade. Nice. So let's take a look at the production of this episode. I Am God was written by Dan Ruggiero and Kathy Belbin and directed by Martha Mitchell. Marking Ruggiero's 11th writing credit for the series, Belbin's starting a final writing credit, and Mitchell's first and only directing credit for the show. Despite being credited, Duncan, Weevil, and Jackie do not appear in the episode. During the filming of I Am God, UPN and Warner Brothers set up a Veronica Mars press day on which several members of the press visited the show's set and wrote about their visit. Bloggers have been important to press coverage of Veronica Mars. Because of this, Joanna Massey, UPN's Senior Vice President for Media Relations, decided to set up this event as a public relations project. On organizing the event, Massey elaborated, "Once we set out the invitations, there was instantly a lot of internet chatter about why we invited certain people. Then there was chatter leading up to the trip, and there was chatter when everyone got back. And they instantly posted all of their photos, which I love. And then they will blog again when the episode runs. With the traditional media, when do you get that kind of coverage?" Series creator Rob Thomas also appreciated bloggers' contributions to Veronica Mars, stating, quote, "Sometimes I think bloggers are journalists. I feel like the bloggers made the show. In a way, a day like the press day is preaching to the choir, but I don't know that it would exist without them." This was the first time that non-cast or crew members visited the set. After reaching Kearney Mesa, San Diego, where the show primarily films, the bloggers toured the set and walked with cast and crew members. One person member expressed that Ryan Hansen, Thomas, and Kristen Bell were especially kind and receptive to the visitors. On his role in the episode, Jason Dohring, who plays Logan, elaborated, quote, I think what's funny is that he always gets what's coming to him. Like a terrible thing happens to him, but he's like that to other people. So it's like in real life. What goes around comes around. The episode features the guest starring appearance by Kayla Ewell, who would eventually become most known for her role in The Vampire Diaries. The episode also features a guest appearance by James Jordan as Lucky the janitor. In Season 3, Jordan would become the first actor of two different roles on Veronica Mars when he was cast as Tim Foyle, a teaching assistant. Interesting. So overall this is a pretty good episode. I like the fact that it does move the plot forward, the bus crash stuff forward. So, yeah. So, overall, I give I Am God 4 marshmallows out of 5. Well, tune in tomorrow as we take a look at Nevermind the Buttocks. So, until then, remember everyone, the game's afoot.